Hey everybody! Hey! Happy level 2 New Zealand. Welcome to Quarantine with Kim. Woo! Show number 29, which I think is a pretty massive achievement. Cheers to you guys. Before I've even begun, our guests are here. Wow, I love this. Okay, we have James and Ivana joining us today. I know what you're thinking. Kim, where are we and we're house? We've taken a 45-degree turn to try and catch some sunlight here. My mother is in here as well. Welcome, Brian Starr, Social Envy. Guys, if you would like a month of neon on us, all you have to do is hashtag neon please in the comments below. We're going to slide in some DMs. The show during its duration on IGTV, and these shows are on Neon. Can you believe it? Autumn is saying, can you please save this? Yes.
Well, hey.
Oh, I love you guys so much. Ivana, it is nice to formally meet you.
Yes.
Likewise, I'm really honored to be invited to this Kiwi chat.
I invited us too.
Thank you. Yeah, well, in all fairness, James is one of the few people that's like, mate, let's get the big stars involved. And I said, yeah, I think this is a great idea. Now, don't be put off by the knives and alcohol I have so readily behind me.
Smart.
Where are you guys? Is that a printer behind you? What have we got?
Yeah, it was way worse. We actually cleared everything out.
Move things, go.
I'm pouring the tea to have with you too.
Yeah, by the way, cheers.
Cheers,
what
mate.
have you got? Cheers, guys. Oh, a juice.
Mango kombucha.
Kombucha.
Little mango kombucha.
Did you make it or you bought it?
Nope. Bought it, mate.
So you're
I'm not smart enough to make that.
You're the second person to use kombucha. I feel like it's got quite a feet odor, quite feet forward in the palate.
Yes.
That's not, you're fine with that? You just go commit?
It goes down well. It's mango, so it's flavored.
It's definitely an acquired taste, but it's really healthy. He doesn't drink any tea or coffee, so it's sort of his energy.
Okay.
Just trying to balance out.
So tell me a little bit like highlight and low light for quarantine for you guys, because whilst New Zealand goes to level 2 and they're free and roaming the streets, we have a potential 3-month continued quarantine ahead of us here in America.
It's crazy, huh? And did the news come out today or yesterday?
I don't know if it's been official yet, but it's kind of like, I think things will open slowly, but obviously here it's much more of a virus hub than New Zealand, which is
pretty crazy, man. And to think we're going to do this for another 3 months is kind of, it's a bit daunting, to be honest. But
what is your guys' highlight and low light of lockdown?
Well,
say me.
Say me. Definitely him.
Aww.
Funny though, I was actually in Spain and I made it just in time before they closed everything. So obviously now we're in LA and I'm able to be with James. But it's been a scary time, you know, because no one knows what's going to happen. We definitely stay safe. We social distance. And our days are pretty boring, to be honest. We
play games, watch
read,
TV.
we play games, we watch TV, we try and take walks. So pretty normal.
I have to do audiobooks because I can't read, but that's cool.
Good, that's totally fine. Audiobooks are good. I have a question based on something you guys posted yesterday about your real shit effort at folding clothes, James.
Well, her mom and her family and Ivana are like, everything has to be perfect, and I'm just like, I can't do it.
Well, we're just organized.
Yeah, like the normal human.
And so is his family. He's like the odd one.
Yeah, I'm like the weird one. But no, like anytime I travel, it takes me like 5 minutes. I just grab it, throw it in, and she caught me, little snake. She's quick though, like she's about half my height, but she runs quick.
And like Speedy goes down.
Like there's little hamsters you see on Instagram. They're like,
yeah. Well, because someone once said that, you know, and I used to use this as kind of, is it a metaphor, an anecdote from my life, where like on the surface in any room, everything looks like, I'll give an example. So like, this is the kitchen, okay? So on the surface, you go, oh, fuck him, everything together. And then you open a drawer and just chaos. And I would say that's quite an accurate representation of me as a person. Because you go, fuck, she's creme de la creme.
Yeah, she's
and then dig a bit deeper. Oh, it's
Totally.
I
think,
wonder if it's a Kiwi thing.
yeah, I'm pretty much like that. Like things look, but I'm probably half-half. Like things go messy underneath, and on top they're half-half. This
Okay.
one is just like pristine, so it's nice.
Yeah.
It's a good balance.
Are you everything is all good, Ivana, in all areas, inside and out?
I mean,
What about in the brain?
well, definitely not in the brain. I think like for me, it's the other way around.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know. I really like my bed made every morning, and like I even during quarantine, I like to keep everything tidy just for like my mental health. And he definitely comes in and messes everything up.
Well, that's
Yeah,
a
like a
fun.
little puppy.
That's fun. My partner only half does jobs, so
Are
that's,
you guys quarantining together?
yeah. So that's kind of frustrating. I was curious what you guys have learned about each other in lockdown. One thing
Like,
each.
Learned.
because here's the funny thing is that it's kind of like our regular life. Like
That's okay.
we don't do anything. Like we
That's
sort of like.
Well, then
we're
what have you
pretty
learned in the
selfish
last
sometimes.
3 months, 2 months?
I've learned that James is very supportive, very, very supportive.
I'll take that.
Because it's I guess it's easy sometimes to hide things when you're working, when you're not like spending 24/7 together, and you sort of just try to move forward with things. But in this time, whatever happens happens, and it's there, for everyone to see with which you're quarantining. And in this case, it's been James like 24/7, so he's been dealing with me and my ups and lows, just like everyone. And
Sure.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Thanks, love.
And how messy he is.
that's good. James.
Definitely learned that the hard way.
Damn. I would say this has been a constant thing throughout our relationship, but even more so now is that when I get stressed, and I know you've gone through this too, you get like down and you sort of wallow in your own world, and your whole world caves in, and you can't sometimes even like eat or like move from the couch. You're just so focused, and just you're in 5 years in the future. Whereas Ivana, obviously with the work she's been doing, and she has so much on her plate all the time, and then problems come in. So like she's working 24/7, and then a problem will come in, and she just somehow stays calm and deals with it and doesn't shut me out. Like sometimes, I don't know if you get this with yours, but I sort of just shut everyone out, and I'm like, I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
Whereas Ivana is the opposite. Like she's just pretty unreal like that.
Oh, you guys, that's so nice. That's good. So do you have any tip then? Because so New Zealand today is going into level 2, and whilst a lot of people are really excited, Ivana, if you're not sure what that means, it just kind of means that it's pretty much normal, no more than 10 people, but like you can go and pretty much do everything now. But for a lot of people, like my family, who a few people have compromised immunity, like it's actually quite stressful. And maybe if people have had anxiety or not, or maybe don't suffer usually from anxiety, but it's quite an anxious time. I don't know if you guys have any tips of like whether it's balancing each other out or tips that you take care of yourself. What would be something that someone could apply to do with kind of that anxiety or stress, like a practical tool?
I mean, I don't. Haircut.
No, Eka.
Oh, haircut.
For me, I've been like listening to. Do you know Eckhart Tolle?
Oh, I think you said a haircut, and I was like, yeah. I mean,
No,
just a complete change.
Don't do that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
No, there's a dude that Eckhart Tolle. He's all about mindfulness, and he has this thing where it's like we cause our own issues a lot of the time, whereas like I was just saying, we're always in the future, we're always in the past. And we're causing this anxiety because we're worried about what's going to happen in a month and 2 months and a year. We have zero control over that. And obviously, or you have pain from the past and you're carrying it still when that's gone. Like it's gone. So we sort of been listening to him quite a lot. And it's just nice to like realize that it is a thing. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like this, once you listen to it and you hear it, it's like there's now this thing inside your brain, like this person telling you, hey, stop, don't go to the future. Because I'm like that with some stuff, and I'm always worried about 5 years from now.
I mean, I think this is all so new, and what's happened to me in particular, for example, is that I kept fighting against it and just started like denying it, and every time I read something negative about it, it would really like unsettle me. So for me, it's been about, I guess as cheesy as it sounds, but to really just accept what's coming, because we can't really change it. There's nothing we can do. So just to take it day by day, and obviously to try and stay safe as much as possible, especially for those who, like you said, have compromised immune systems or are scared because they don't know what's going to happen. So just to try, and for everyone else to also take into account those people, and to keep safe not only for themselves but for everyone around them.
Yeah, that's so true.
We try and exercise a bit too. We sort of clears the head.
Well, I've just got Josh's old Apple Watch, so I'm like, oh, it's really hard to do 10,000 steps.
Jeepers, mate. I couldn't imagine doing that. It's insane. How many miles is that, or kilometers?
I don't even know, but I went for like an hour walk today, and I'm like halfway to, I'm like, there's no planet in which people are like 10,000. I'm like, we're in the tiniest apartment. I was going to do like laps for an hour. Anyway. So if anyone would like a month of Neon on Us to watch some pretty amazing shows, which we're going to dive into in a second, all you have to do is hashtag Neon Please in the comments. I made up a game called Cute Couples Edition of Really Quick Questions. Cute Couples Edition of Really Quick Questions. That's my fun, like, red leather, yellow leather thing for us. So the idea is to answer as quickly as possible. We'll alternate, and I'll call who answers first each time. I mean, time is really the only restraint, but yeah, I know you've got nothing to do, so we'll just go ahead. Okay, so the first one. What's that?
She has the advantage, though. Her brain is like twice the size of mine.
You mean like smaller?
No, it's like she's so much smarter than me.
That's fine.
Let's do it.
It's not trivia. It's not trivia. Okay, so the first question in that case, Ivana, I'll come to you. What is your pet peeve?
You've got a few. Pet peeve.
When he bites his nails.
Oh, good. Okay, James.
Which I never do. She panics. I pick things.
No, because I was wondering, like, so it's for each other.
No,
or is it in general?
For the whole world. But I love that your most annoying thing in the whole planet is that, look, James bites his nails. That's the thing we've got to
immediately.
Okay, hit me.
James, what's your pet peeve? You got to answer that same one.
Oh, shit.
Oh, got it.
Oh, see, now I'm panicking. I'm on the spotlight.
That's okay.
Rude people.
That's a great one. Okay, you can both answer this. Whoever wants to go first, whoever thinks of it first. Your favorite food drink combo?
Fish and white wine.
Lemon. This is really tough. Ginger beer. Go, ginger beer.
Ginger beer and clams?
And lamb.
Oh, lambs. I was like, clams. How specific.
Dude, who is this guy? Why did I bring him on?
Ginger beer and clams. Not that would be bad.
I'm just gonna leave you guys alone.
I like the fish and white wine one. That's a good one as well. Okay, this one is pretty simple. Whoever wants to go first. Do you face the shower or face away from the shower?
Face the shower.
Face the shower.
Ivana, you face the shower?
Who faces away from the shower?
I have this whole theory that I've based my entire being on, that boys face the shower and women face away from the shower. And now it's all gone to shit.
I thought everyone.
Do you wash your hair forward like an animal?
It's a wig.
No, when I'm washing my hair in particular, I sort of like just go around.
Okay, that's fine. That's good. Okay, the worst smell is?
Our garbage can after like 2 days.
Ooh.
It's bad.
Yeah, or coffee breath.
Whoa, protein breath.
Protein breath.
I get it every day, and she's so mad at me.
Protein breath. I'm not sure if I know.
Is it from like a protein shake or like a bar?
Is it like a dusty coffee? It's very specific, is it? Oh, it's weird that I'm like thinking like, oh, I wonder if I could get it. But if it's the worst smell, that's something I don't.
That right now?
I don't need it. Okay. Besides making out with each other, because I'm sure that's great. What is your favorite thing to do together?
We love watching movies.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
literally.
chilling.
Yeah, like
Chilling.
we've got this huge couch and this massive ottoman, so it's like a king bed,
Oh,
and we just recently bought like a 75-incher TV. Don't
great.
freak out. And we just like love sitting here and just watching telly. It's like our thing, like chilling. We used to even like when we were in New Zealand, we would play games together. We played Lord of the Rings, and we'd go out with friends till like 10 o'clock at the bar, and we'd be like, should we fucking sneak out and go play Lord of the
We're
Rings?
those people.
It was, yeah, we're those people.
Yeah. Hey, we've just got it. That's fine.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that. That's really nice that you've found someone you want to leave a party for. That's great. I
Yeah.
think that's awesome, because it's not nice if you're in a relationship with someone, they're like, this is so fun, I love other people, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I mean, they're fine,
Yeah,
but I'm
no,
done.
Yeah, it's nice to have like, obviously we've been together a while, but just like best mates, so it's good.
Oh, that's nice.
Hey.
What is the worst food?
Fish, seafood.
I am such a foodie.
Yeah.
I really will eat anything. I'm gonna say insects, but I will no, because I will literally eat like
Fair enough.
I'll eat a snail, honestly.
How many insects?
But have you
You
tried
like
that
eating
like cricket powder that's like you're supposed to make pancakes with? It's like ground up
No.
crickets.
No, but I've seen her like eating moths out of her closet.
You've eaten moths? No.
No.
Yeah, I catch her all the time. She like sneaks in and she's like,
This is when we find out the lizard portal is open, and Ivana is one of them. Okay, good to know.
That's why he doesn't take me to the parties.
The last time you cried and why? Whoever wants to go first can take it. Take the floor.
Oh my God, like every other night, probably,
Good.
because sometimes it just gets really overwhelming with this whole thing.
Do you go to the shower to cry? Back into the shower that you face?
Yeah, so you can't see it. It's fucking water.
I'm fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll just like start crying out of the blue and just hopefully wait for him to like see me and come to me.
Oh,
When did I last cry? I'm always fucking crying.
He cries with movies a lot and when you see emotion.
Yeah, I think
He's very empathetic.
one thing that this whole, like, obviously me and you have chatted, but I haven't been doing this acting thing for too long.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing it's definitely taught me is empathy. And now everything fucking hurts. Like when you watch something, it hurts. When you have an audition, it hurts. And then through your auditions, you find like little things that you didn't notice. And you see it in the streets now, and it just, oh God, it hurts all the time. So
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
probably
guys. Like a month ago.
Bless you guys. Do you guys have, I guess probably individually, anything that you would warrant as like the best advice you've been given, and by whom? Do you know what that would be? Or is there a mantra or like a quote that you're like, oh, that seems pretty relevant right now? Or
There's always something I remember. I was playing hockey overseas at the World Champs.
Casual. Casual.
Yeah, just throw that out there.
The World Champs. And
yeah, no big deal. No, but a player, the guy at the time, his name was Devon. And I was a young player on the team, I was like 16 or something, and it was the men's team, the men's champs. And we lost to this team, which I was blown away by. Like it was just, I felt like we shouldn't have lost, but I just didn't understand. And I was really upset about it. And I was this young kid throwing a wobbly. And he said to me, experience is something you get after the times you need it the most. And for some reason, I always remember it. And it makes me think about, like, you're never ready. Like when that opportunity comes, you can only be as prepared as you are.
Yeah.
And it tells me, like, put in the work now so that you are at least 50% ready for that. And then once you get it, obviously the experience will come with it. But that's sort of my thing.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess something my mom always tells me, especially in a time like this, is to always remember that happiness comes from within. It's here. It's not what someone else can give you, or it's not like, I think society sometimes tries to impose on us what happiness should look like and how we should always be happy, but it's really what we make of it. So
but you are happy.
Yeah, it's
though.
important to remember, am I?
Yeah, like
Especially when you not fold your clothes. You're folded.
That's an interesting one. Would you say that you're good at exercising that?
I'm not great in the moment because everything still hits me. But I do think that once the problems come and I've had a time to sort of process them, I can do a relatively okay job at sort of really giving them the importance they need. But it takes a while, obviously.
What about you?
Yeah, I think that kind of idea of like you can't get happiness from someone else is like, I think I've understood it, yet I've spent a lot of life still putting my happiness on other people, or more so my unhappiness, like not really kind of doing that, guard your heart, or however you put it, really letting, probably like you guys, like an empath, like I kind of sponge everyone's stuff a little bit. So
Sure.
I'm working on it. I understand it in theory, but still kind of exercising it. Since you guys have got this brand new, rather large TV, my first thing I have to talk to you about is two very wholesome people. Explain to me Love Island and your obsession, because tell me about it.
Nothing happens, but it is so good.
What
it's
is
like
good? I'm not shitting on it. It's just fun for me to be like.
Like, speaking of happiness, it makes us happy.
It's like you watch it and nothing really happens, but it's just so well done, and it's just like
great.
I don't even know how to explain it. It's fun to watch. It's like mindless to just sit there and see these people, and you grow attached to them, obviously, because it's like fucking 50 hours of television. It's mental. So we've watched like most of the seasons, and you grow to like love people and not like people. And we always watch it, and we always push pause. So it'll be like we'll be watching, and then 5 minutes and something will happen, and Ivana's like, push pause, and we'll fucking discuss and have this like big convo, and then we'll go play, and then I'll go, no, pause it, let's talk.
What
really
did he
weird.
say? Yeah. Oh, I love that. Okay, that see, that makes a bit more sense to me. Okay. Because I feel
and then we'll like
it's quite judgy, and I'm trying not to do that. But then you're right. Like, I suppose if you spend enough time with the people, they kind of become endearing because they're...
at the start, you hate everybody. You're like, you're a dick, you're a dick, you're a dick. And then you realize why either they're not dicks, and it's just the way it's been edited, or that they've done it as a mask or a security blanket, and then you start seeing the real them. And obviously, for cool actors, it's quite fun to watch because you see these like moments where like, I always remember this one where this guy came to talk to this girl. They were together in a partnership and they had an argument. And he comes over and he says something like, hey, are you okay? And she looks at him and is like, what? And he goes, oh, nothing. Don't worry about it. So, but she heard him. You know when we do that?
Sure, all the time.
Yeah, we just go, what? Anyway, it was a microcosm of life, because in that moment, that split second, that was the end or the start of their relationship. And because she said what, he went, don't worry about it. They broke up like that day. Or if she said something different, it would have turned out differently. Maybe they would have stayed together. And for us, it's like the butterfly effect watching it, because you see that tiny little split second of hesitation change the entire course of their journey. Like, it's really weird. And then you think about your life.
Yeah.
And it's
so you're
every
like,
little thing you do.
this is interesting, because you started talking about Love Island, saying that it's like, it's like passive watching, but you guys aren't watching it passively at all. You're doing like a deep dive into this.
And when we pause it, it's not like, we talk about the person, we then talk about social justice and all the issues around that kind of thing. That's misogyny, that's this is
I feel like
so
that would
really
be a great show. You guys should do like those, when people watch like It or something and they film themselves watching it. You guys should do that with Love Island, and it's like a real socially conscious show. I mean, I'll pitch it. You guys do it.
Yeah,
done.
We're in us three. We'll do it on the couch.
Yeah. So do you do the same thing with Westworld, which I know you guys are into? You're getting lots of love in the comments too, Ivana. Everyone loves you. You're a wonderful role model.
Aww. It's probably just my mom.
No. So yeah, what happens with Westworld then? Do you guys do the same thing with that?
We do. It's definitely deeper though. It really takes us, we have to be in the right mindset to really watch it and concentrate. But we're big fans of the show, and
season 1 especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, and season 3, I think we had a
Ivana, do you would you go to Westworld if that was like an option? Would you go?
Hey, Doug Jones, love you.
Hi, Doug Jones.
So Doug Jones, he's just this.
He's the pale man in Pan's Labyrinth. For those watching.
Hi, actor
He's
Doug
watching.
Jones.
So for Westworld, you know,
I love you, Doug.
I would have gone at the very beginning, but knowing how things have unfolded, there's no way I'm going there. There's no way.
It'd be
That's all I
such a
can
trip.
I feel like part of me is like, oh, that would be kind of interesting, but really, people are only going for a holiday of raping and pillaging. So it's like,
Yeah, pretty much. So you're like, what if you get confused and they think you're a robot, and then they do that to you? It's kind of a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it would be quite horrible. I guess I hadn't thought of it that way. I'm like, would you go? I don't know if I have a reason to go.
Yeah, I think I would if it was dinosaurs.
Okay, just to see robot dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. That's the only reason. If they had dinosaurs, I'd go. Well, they've got Japan Land.
Oh, really?
Well, they've got Samurai Land, and then they've got Westworld, and the German one. So why not dinosaurs?
Yeah, we just need to get rich enough. I don't think we'd be able to go.
We can't afford it. Well, the way you guys are going, I'm sure you would be able to if that was something you would like to do. Very sadly, we're already at the end of our show, which has gone so quickly. Crazy.
What have you done?
I know. It's this mastery of time.
I
But
know.
we end the show with doing a cheers. Now, because there's 2 of you, I would like you to each individually do one. Now, you can cheers to someone in your life. We can know them, we can not know them. They get a special mention, you say why, or it can be collective, whatever you'd like to do. Ivana, since you seem to be a little quicker off the mark, would you like to go first?
I'm gonna cheer to you, Kim, for,
Oh.
putting this together, for hosting this, for being so amazing. So cheers to you. And I love your hairdo, by the way.
It's just actually a headband, but I'll take it. Thank you, Ivana. I'll take that.
Whoa.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Cheers to you, girl.
Cheers to you.
I was actually going to go the same route, and I was going to say,
Coffee.
I know, I copied you.
Coffee.
But no, I love seeing what you're doing online, and with the things you're doing with World Vision, and obviously now with your podcast and stuff. And it's nice to see that when people get places in life and they have a platform to use it, I guess, in the right way. And I know that's what I would like to do, and seeing you do it is awesome. So I just want to say cheers, and we're here for you if you ever need us. All right? Don't forget that.
Guys, thank you. I'll take it. Cheers. Well, very, very sweet of you. Well, in response to that generosity that I wasn't expecting, but yet took so quickly, like how I didn't confess. I'm like, oh no, but go on. Thank you. That's very, very kind of you. Well, in response to that, I love you both. It's nice to finally properly kind of meet you, Ivana. But I think what I like most about you guys is it seems like you guys just have a ton of fun with each other. And it's really, really cool that we're hugging. Look at that. Yeah, I just like that you guys are always posting, kind of making fun of each other and giving each other a bit of shit. And it looks like a really fun, awesome relationship. And it's really cool that you guys share that because it seems real. And what is real, obviously. Thank you guys.
From my side, for sure.
Pardon?
From my side.
Okay, good.
Not from her.
Okay, good. Well, thank you guys for taking time. Your recommendations of Love Island, of why you love it, which is fascinating to me, and Westworld are going to be up online. If anyone would like a month of neon on us, they just have to hashtag neon please in the comments. Tomorrow we have the amazing Jules Tucker. Today was show 29 that we've done in lockdown, which is pretty amazing. So I also would like to end with a cheers to the team at Neon and Sky for creating some cool content and everyone in New Zealand getting through lockdown so you guys can join me. Cheers to Neon. And
cheers.
Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I love you guys, and I can't wait till lockdown ends and you can come and play on my Oculus.
I can't wait, mate. I'm so excited.
That's awesome. All right, I love you guys. See ya.
All right, mate. Love you too.
Bye. Thank you, Kim.
Cheers.
Thank you, Neon.
See ya.